Obviously it takes a certain level of commitment to subject yourself to waking up at 5:30 in the morning, ungodly hours for most college students, and going to row for about 2 hours, and anywhere from 35-degree weather to 70-degree weather, wind, rain, sun, whatever. But it's kind of the family that keeps everybody coming back to Santa Clara. We love to compete with each other, whether on or off the water. You kind of have to be self-motivating throughout the summer to make sure you're staying in shape, and throughout the season there you have all sorts of tests, 2K tests on the ergs, which are probably the most painful 2,000 meters you'll ever row in your life, to races in the spring where you get the adrenaline going as you're passing under the bridge at Stanford with 1,000 meters to go, and you've got alumni supporting you the entire way and just pushing you back, and you kind of see the tradition, even though it is a relatively young program, pushing you forward to that finish line and trying to do the best you can.
So WIRA's is basically our end of the year championship. It's the big regatta at the end of the year for all the schools on the West Coast, and that will determine who goes on to the national championships IRAs. So WIRA is a pretty fun weekend for us. It's exciting. It's where all of our hard work pays off.
Like, the most important thing in crew is just like believing that you can actually do it, because for instance last year we went into that race not beating a single one of those crews all year long, but we believed that we were fast. We knew we were fast. We knew that all that work that we had done in January, February, and March was going to add up, and lo and behold, we made it to Grands, and we came in third, and we beat a bunch of crews that we had probably not beaten for several years.
I mean, we've known we've been fast the whole year. We just haven't really been able to translate that to speed on the water, and as of last weekend, we had a couple races up at Redwood Shores, and things really started to come together where that speed that we've been working to and that speed that we know we have is starting to translate on the water. So we're really excited for this weekend and or next weekend to see what we can do in the championships. And this team has really come a long way, and I'm excited to see how we do at WIRA's.
Crew is hard. It's unique because you only race a few times a season, and so you only get a few opportunities to go out and battle and see the work that you put in, see all that pay off. So definitely, come race day, you get to see those times. And the second two might shave off by working hard. But also, I'd have to say, just day after day, seeing yourself improve, and then just the benefits about being on a great team like this, the friendships you build, that community is probably the strongest part of the sport.